Hey all, I'm back to post what's hopefully my last video. I was on the fence about posting since a lot of my dreams seemed relevant to either just me or a small group of people who should probably already know by now what their assigned position is. So this morning, I actually asked our father if I would even need to post, and a brother actually requested more details about my latest tsunami dreams. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Oh, and some are miscellaneous dreams that maybe someone can interpret. Like in my January 8th dream, I had a flash image of a rhinoceros. And I looked into Strong 7214. Oh, and I also had like a dream of a white unicorn in a beautiful garden in my backyard through a glass window like the ones in a petting zoo. But I have no idea what it means. On the 24th, I sat in bed with three girls, and they had this like lip fillers and like a worldly look about them. And I prayed for their hidden sins and gave them like a prophetic word and told one, "You still have time to repent." And she was very excited. They were all very eager to accept King Yeshua. On the 26th, Snake bit my dad on his forearm, and like you could see the mark. And I'm kind of upset about this because recently he told me that he was down with the flu all February. And he's actually the only one who got a flu shot and the only one who got sick. So I'm a little annoyed by that. Alarmed, actually. I've been praying a lot. February 1st, I saw black triangle. I think they were kind of like UFOs. They were similar to the fighter jets I saw in my election day dream, but they were like, fighter jets. I thought they were fighter jets because they were emitting like um red smoke. But these ones were flying very low and slowly, and they had like grid like red light that I could see from below. And they were emerging from four sides of the sky again, like the dragons from my election day dream. And then I was with a small group of people and we escaped to like inside a cave. And there was, uh, it said maximum capacity 1004, but it reads as Chunsa, which means angel in Korean. On February 5th, I was in a fancy, ornate, Baroque style bathroom. It was super fancy. It was like a museum. And it even had an elevator. And I took the elevator up into a majestic golden, I think, what looked like a ballroom. But I think this one I kind of know. Like, it means, like, regardless of how fancy and rich it is, it's still a dirty bathroom. And all the riches of the world here, it's still steeped in filthy sin. And we're taking the elevator and rising up out of this world. February 9th, I helped my friend buy a Valentine's Day gift for his wife, and the receipt said 144333. 18th, remember my failed test stream? So this time I actually like passed. I got around 1490 out of 1600 on the test. And then there was like a tricky question that I was explaining to the class about like how to do it, and like one of the words that I saw in the phrasing of the passage, it said concealer. And it reminded me of the verse Proverbs 25:2. I also saw a regular brown horse and it was dead. Like, I don't know if it was someone was supposed to bury it because it was very, like, they did a poor job of burying it because it was still, like, sticking out. Excuse me, in a bare patch of dirt in the backyard. This is the main tsunami, one of the main tsunami dreams, latest one. On the 21st of February, I had a friend named Angela who held my left hand as we flew up on a cargo train and landed on a specific section of it. And we also flew together into a giant building with multiple stories to scope it out. And on the lower levels, it was kind of shady. And it kind of felt like we were spying almost. And at the lowest level actually, there was like a dungeon where I actually had superpowers. Like I could like freeze things like with ice, or like I had like electric powers or whatever. And I like defeated the creature that looked like a game character that was crawling out. And the angel went in front of me to shield me as she was still holding my hand. So I thought that was nice. And then I went solo, and then I just basically flew around the mall, going from store to store, telling everyone, different types of people, to hurry up and leave and evacuate because the building's about to collapse. And the mall had like a massive dome like window, and you could see the water was already like filling up. And this part was kind of weird because like there was an exit door, and I opened it and I could see like it was already past the stairs and it was already filled up. But for some reason I kept opening like the doors beyond that door. I don't know why there were so many doors, but there were like at least four. And I opened all of it and then decided, yeah, we like probably shouldn't go this way. So we went took another route, and there was like a bigger window where it wasn't like filled with water, and I told these girls to like grab my wrist so I can like fly them out. And then the scene changed to an island. And these dreams and my past dreams, like, there are confirmations. I have a playlist called Wake, and there are some other sisters in Christ who, have similar dreams, or like, for example, barley and first fruits, they will help gather the wheat harvest and judge the tares. And these ladies, they mentioned the corresponding Bible verses, so you can check that out. And like appearing as dead and then returning, rising up to touch like the heaven and coming down with our glorified bodies, and then like teaching God's truth and helping people clean house. And also like staying true to your position that you know that you've been given, waiting at the airport and not leaving the airport because time is close, and not burning your oil, being very wise about sharing it. My next tsunami dream, um, so I've actually asked our Father for more details about the sequence of events regarding the like tribulation stuff, because like other people have mentioned zombies, earthquakes, like fighting giants and military invasion, all that stuff, and I just keep getting more tsunami dreams. And I guess I'm just mainly involved with tsunamis and maybe like some UFOs and stuff. I don't know, but I don't see the other things. So, yeah, my tsunami dream, I saw like just waves crashing down on houses, destroying, communities. I saw different scenes. Usually it's not like I don't see super, you know, explicit kind of details, but this time it was just like I saw in the dark, I could see an outline of floating corpses, like that cover the water, and it was very disgusting, like very vomit inducing. And like I wish I could just like delete it from my mind, but yeah, it was disgusting. And then I also saw some people living outside at this point because there are no, houses. And then I saw some men pull up in a car, and when I made eye contact with the driver and the person in the driver passenger seat, like their faces transformed into something. It was subtle, but you can tell it was evil. And also in the movie, throughout my dream were two movies that were mentioned, which is The Mummy and Fast and Furious. And this one, it's not a dream. I just heard, like, as I was like lying down in my bed, I heard Invictus. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, does that mean, like, does it have anything to do with Soul Invictus or something about the Julian calendar? But I honestly have no clue. So the last one, on the 7th, March 7th, there was something about, like, someone with 16 million Instagram followers following me. And my friend named Naima, I was like pulling off the dead leaves of a plant, and she was like, don't bother pruning the plant because the world is ending soon. And then this part's a little weird, but I really wish someone could tell me what's this is about, because I woke up and I saw my room exactly as it is in real life, because I have a desk and chair next to my bed, and the chair was angled in a way that was like in real life. It was exactly like in real life, but there was a floor length mirror in front of my chair and it was facing me. And it's just random, like it's just in the middle of the room. Like, I don't know what that's about. But I went back to sleep, and then I drove. In my sleep, I was driving. Well, it was like automatic at first. Like, I didn't have to drive. It was self-driving, but I was in a huge like trailer type of vehicle, and it was big enough. It looked like almost like the first floor of my house. It was really big. And it was raining, and I could see like outside the window, and like people were just like walking outside. It was like the city almost. And then I started driving, and the seat was a little too tall for me because my foot could barely touch the brake, but I did it anyway. And next to the steering wheel, on the screen, it said military VIP, whatever that means. And then I drove it over a narrow road and into, like, not a city anymore. And then it's really cool though, because I never have driving dreams like this. This is my first, because like um it's just like a big vehicle, and it's so clear and vivid, and I'm in full control of the vehicle, which is new for me. Like, this is not, yeah, it's a first. So I'm really excited about it. And I want to end this video with some verses. I I call it my spiritual ammo, because I memorized it to use as my like weapon and armor. So Joshua 1:9, I actually heard this in the spirit, and I had to look it up, and now I've memorized it. Psalm 23, 19, 91, 1 Chronicles 4:10, Hebrews 11:33, Jeremiah 1:18, Mark 16:17, Isaiah 54:17. Very helpful verses. So yeah, I hope this helped.